What's up, YouTube? About to do a review on Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Episode 3. So yeah, I thought this episode was pretty good. We got the Klingons coming back, which is, they kind of hit and miss. They have new hair now, so I don't know. Their look is just something I have to get used to. I think they should have just left them alone, but now I guess so many people were complaining that they went on and put hair on them. So I think they still look weird. I think they actually look worse now. I think they should have just left them alone. Well, the episode starts off with Michael. Her mom comes on board the ship. At first they thought it was Sarek because of all the news about Spock. They thought it was Sarek that found them out in space, but it actually was her mom. And then it cuts to a scene where Tilly is running through the ship and she sees her old friend. She keeps seeing this vision of her old friend, and the vision keeps talking to her. So she's kind of distraught about that, but she's trying to hide it from everyone. So I thought that scene was pretty cool. I really wanted to see where this was going to go, and I hope that it was going to be something that turned out to be a big part of the show, but it looks like it might be over with, because at the end they kind of did something that I'll explain later. Then it cuts to Tyler. He's back. He's still with the Klingons, and L'Oreal, he's still in love with, he's still in love with L'Oreal, and it's kind of a love triangle between him and Michael and L'Oreal. So the Klingons, they don't like Tyler. They're not feeling him. They're pretty much giving him flack because he looks like a human, but he's actually Vulc, but he still looks like a human. And so he's still working undercover with Starfleet. So he's still Tyler. He has Vulc's memories, but he's still Tyler in a sense. So he's still talking to Michael Burnham and still working with Starfleet. So they start to talk about Spock being framed because he killed some doctors. And so I think they're saying that he's being framed because of these doctors that he killed, and he's on the run now. So everybody's pretty much trying to find him. He's pretty much a wanted man right now. And his mother goes on to explain to Michael that, that she showed Michael a lot of love, but she wasn't able to show Spock that love because of his Vulcan, heritage and how the Vulcan way is supposed to be. And so that may have caused him to be messed up because he has the human side in him as well. Then it cuts to Tilly having a nervous breakdown. I love the Tilly character. Tilly is one of my favorite characters. I really like what they're doing with her, and I really hope that she stays around. I hope they don't kill her off. So then they start to talk about this angel, the angel that Michael is seeing all the time. So apparently Spock seen this angel when they were kids, and Michael apparently did something to Spock to kind of make him mad at her and not want to talk to her all these years. And so she never quite told us what she did, but I speculate that she probably just told him that he's neither Vulcan or human, that he's just a freak or something like that. Kind of hurt his feelings and really made him not want to talk to her or be around her anymore. That's what I speculate, but it could be something totally different. So then we go back to the Klingons, and pretty much L'Oreal is the chancellor of the Klingons. So she pretty much ruled them right now. And it's another head of another family, this asshole guy called Koshar. He wants to take command. And so L'Oreal has had a baby with Tyler, but she never told anyone about it. And so we find out that she had a baby, and that she went on and told Tyler about the baby and everything. Well, he found out about it. And so Koshar ended up killing her uncle and taking the baby. So Tyler and L'Oreal, they have this big showdown with Koshar and pretty much kill most of his men. And then he used this weapon to paralyze them and get her to sign over the Empire to him. And so right when this happens, someone shows up and pretty much subdues him and takes back the I guess, the Empire from Koshar. And she pretty much killed him. So this person was Captain Jojo, actually the Emperor from the Mirror Universe. And so this was kind of like a big twist in the story. And this scene, I like this scene. I really like that the Emperor is back. I really like that actor. I think she's a very good part of the show, and she's one of my favorite parts of the show. And I'm really glad to see that she's going to be around all season. So she devised this plan. Well, it was kind of a cool scene because so she told L'Oreal that you have liabilities, that you can't rule with these liabilities. You have a baby that no one needs to know about, that's going to be a liability for you. And you have Tyler, who you're in love with, that the Klingons will never accept because he's human, and you need to let these liabilities go. So then it cuts to a scene where L'Oreal has cut off the head of Tyler and her baby. And, you know, so she kind of devised this plan to kind of make it seem like she killed Tyler and Tyler killed her baby. And so she can rule over the Klingons and kind of make them unite. And so at this point, she becomes the mother of all Klingons, which I thought was a very cool scene, even though I still cannot get used to the way they look. I think they look hideous. The costumes they have, it just looks terrible. But anyway, so then it cuts back into a scene where they're on this ship and Captain Jojo and Tyler are there with the baby. So it just kind of showed that, you know, she kind of faked their deaths. And so they dropped the baby off at this monastery where these monks that pray to this god Kailash, which is, you know, these Klingon monks. So the baby is going to be raised by these Klingon monks, and Tyler is going to stay on with Captain Jojo, which is a part of Section 31, which is pretty much like the Starfleet Black Ops team. So this is a really good part of the show. I'm really ready to see what this Black Ops team is going to do and what their whole thing is and what they're going to be doing all season. And they actually look cool because she showed a plain badge, and I think the plain badges are cool. I think their uniforms look good too, and so I'm really ready to see what they're going to do. And then there was another scene where Tilly, they found out that she's infected by this fungus. And so Stamets used this machine to kind of suck the fungus out. And so that was her friend was this fungus from an old spore that got sucked into her and that infected her. So they contained the fungus and they contained this alien fungus. And so we'll see what's going to happen to that. I'm pretty sure that fungus is going to be a lot of problems on that ship. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. But yeah, I like this episode. I'm really loving this season, even though I think the Klingons look bad. But I'm loving this season. I'm ready to keep watching this show, and I'm ready to see where it goes. Let me know what y'all think of the show in the comments so we can talk about it. Like and subscribe. I'll be doing these videos every week. So like and subscribe to the channel to support the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video. All right.